Assault rifles, I have quite a selection for myself. In 106s, you know, some I put too much work into them and I don't use them that often anymore. Some I haven't worked at all, but I am leveling them up anyways. Let's see, those are assault rifles. Let's move on to bazookas. I have a couple grenade launchers and bazookas that I've worked on. Got a couple repeats before they did the down tier. I was working on 106 and 82s, and I was going to get 130s and 106s. But now with the ability to down tier, I'm just going to make all my launchers 130s. That's the plan. I'm hoping to get a better trash cannon than this one. Let's see what else. As far as pistols go, you know, I have the Basilisk, Coco, Duelist, Freedom's Herald, Ginger Blaster, Judge, Last Word, Rat-a-tat, Whisper, Found Revolt in 106s, basically 4 stars max. I'm working on a couple of others, but not really. I don't use pistols that much, but I'm leveling them up so I can play with the pistol soldiers, pistol outlanders a little bit, and a couple 82s, just because, you know, I still need to work on my ratings. I'm probably going to be changing this one from critical rating to reload speed, and then the bottom one's to damage, most likely. Let's see what else we have here. Shotguns, sniper rifles. My favorite one to use for myself is this one, and I'm thinking of changing that last plus 30 damage to a 40% headshot damage. It's insane right now. It's 72,000 damage and 202,000 headshot damage. It's just ridiculous and insane. Yeah. Got a couple crossbows I'm working on too, just because they're kind of fun to use sometimes, depending on where you're playing and how you're playing it. You'll get your butt kicked though if you don't play right with the crossbows. Now, as far as melees go, I did have my Masamune blade up to 106 rating. There we go. Where's my Masamune? And I down tiered it to 1 again, just because I was going to change all the perks on it, and I decided that I would just work on it another day. Having issues today with the YouTuber. The YouTuber is giving me issues today, man. Jesus. Traps. Yeah, there we go. I was working on a couple of sets, 3 to be exact, 130, 106, and 82. With down tier though, it's still a viable option to have 2 sets of traps, 130 and a 106, just because you have to do one at a time with downgrading. So if you're gonna do traps, and you're like me where you can run high level, low level, you don't care what level missions you run, as long as you know you're running a mission and figuring out what's going on with the missions, then you know you're better off doing that. And if you need anything less than an 106, you can craft 82s, although, you know, why would you, kind of thing. I do keep a couple 82 mats just because I do run lower level missions, and sometimes I do craft lower level traps just for the hell of it. But I don't really keep that much, so that's what I'm saying. Like, there's really no point in keeping anything lower than a 106, especially if you're in a higher level. I get that mistake a lot. Anyways, so that's why I do it. That's why I'm trying to keep 1 set of each on my traps. It's still a viable option. Sometimes when you're trying to downgrade, it won't let you downgrade. It won't, like, there's still bugs in the system, so that's another advantage of having that. You know, as far as traps go, I'm working on them slowly, just because they do the job fine without being god perks. The only perks that I kind of care about the most is reload and impact, especially on these guys and these guys. That way they're working faster. But other than that, you know, there's really no benefit in gold rolls in traps. I mean, a little bit extra damage, it's not gonna do that big of a deal if you build properly, you know what I'm saying? If you don't build properly, then no matter what level your traps are, they're still gonna get destroyed, and they're still not gonna do that much damage. If you build proper trap tunnels where you're allowing the zombies to flow freely without stopping them too much and kill them as they go, then your traps will do far more damage at 82 than at 130. So it's all how you build. Let's see. I showed you my schematics. Collection. Let me show you the collection book. Day 301 of gameplay. As far as heroes go, I do have enough to put them in the collection book. I just don't want to, because I only have one of each. I don't want to put something in the collection book that it's legendary and I don't have one for myself to use. So if it's in my collection book, that means I had 2. If it's not in my collection book, that means I have 1 or 0. As far as Outlanders go, Striker, I have 1, but no. If I could reset them to 1, maybe I would, but no. On my second account, though, there was a free llama one day, a free upgrade llama, and Face Scout came out, which is pretty cool, but it's kind of useless on that account because this is my account. The other one was just to, start again from scratch and see if I could get to the same place without spending money. And by the way, on my second account, I'm level 90, power level 97, I believe. I have quite a few purple survivors in the squads. I have a couple leads that are purple still, epics. Let's see, officially done with the Canny Valley campaign. Got Storm Shield 1 in Twine Peaks, and I'm pretty much leaving it at that for now. I'm not in a rush on that account to get past my Storm Shield 1. That's kind of like my fallback account. Let's see. Legendary survivors, I have enough to put in there, but I'm trying to save for another squad. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I don't purchase llamas that often. I did purchase a couple during the birthday event, just because it was a good deal trying to catch up with all the old schematics. I got quite a bit of those unique guys, but they're kind of useless. I got 1 for each squad. I got her twice. I wish I would have gotten a different one for the, what is her, analytical engineer. I wish I would have gotten a different engineer, and I'll tell you about it in a minute, but I got 2 of hers. I have 1 in my storage right now waiting to see if I can use her, but I'm a little bit short on staff. Let's see what else. I've completed my, well, if you see a check mark, that means it's completed. So I completed my assault rifle page. Not the crystal one yet, of course. I've completed my shotguns, and I completed my pistols. Let's see. Completed the sniper rifles as well. Explosive weapons, yep. Melee weapons. I have axes, done. Clubs, done. Sights, done. You guys are like, duh, you get that out of normal llamas and playing on the level. Well, yeah, it's one of those things. Let's see. Hardware, we got it. Traps, of course, we got them all. We got a couple sets, actually. As far as event people goes, I'm missing a couple repeats, so I can put in my book. But other than that, it's all good. So revivers, they're all in there. New Year's, I have the heroes, just not enough to put them in the book. Same goes for this. These are the events where I started late. I actually started at the end of this event. That's where I started actually playing. I didn't have any of these heroes until recently. The birthday event, to be precise. Wukong, I didn't have him either before the event. Let's see. I wish I could get another Tetshot Jess. Although I have one, so it doesn't really matter. The only hero I had from the Blockbuster storefront was Nevermore. Well, actually, I had them all. They were gifts, yeah. I started the gifts game soon after that. It was such a long time ago. Let's see, event schematics. The Basilisk stuff, we're done. Medieval range, let's see. I have 2 Ralph's Revenge. I don't know if I should put one in the book. I should put that in there. Oh, another weapon I just figured out missing that I've never seen before. Actually, I've seen it, but never really knew it was a different one. It's the one that looks like this, but it has like a scope on the top. I've seen it on YouTube videos, and it looks pretty cool. It's probably the last gun, I hope, that I'm missing. and I hope it comes back someday. Or are they allowed to buy them? Let's see. And I think that's it for Save the World. Yeah. As far as transform goes, I keep transforming blues, purples, purple, blue. It never, you know, it never runs out of use. Especially like something like this where you have euros that you don't use and you're trying to collect more for transform keys. You know, you can put 5 blues in it and get 1 purple. Same goes with guns. If you have a bunch of blues that you're gonna get nothing but XP out of them, you know, sacrifice 5 of them here, you get XP, and then you get XP again. When you transform from green to blue, you get 1 design point. When you transform from blue to purple, you lose 1 design point. So if you recycle 5 blues outside of the transform, you end up with 5 weapon design points. If you recycle them through here, you do not get the weapon design points for recycling the blues, but the purple gives you 4. So if you do the math, you are losing 5 to get 4, so you're losing 1, but you're getting double the XP. So that's the only advantage of it. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. So that's what I do in 300 days of game Fortnite. That's how I got my account to where it's at. I play smart. I try to recycle as much as I can where I can, and make sure you know you're not letting stuff go to waste. If you start letting stuff go to waste, then you know that's when you start missing out. Survivor squads. This is what I was talking about. I have a full squad for my resistance. I don't have a full squad for my tech. If I were to change her to the proper one, mythic. Let's see. I need to put this ones back on. That way I don't get confused with the other ones.
Team bonus.
There we go. I have 2 of those. I have 3 of those shield girls, which I only need 2, and I have 1 of hers. So if I had the purple ones to fill in, which I don't because I recycle purples, I would need 1 purple for match of this one, and 1 purple for match of this one, so I can have matches. So I'll end up with 2 purples in my squad, if I had them. Other than that, you know, I'm doing pretty good. I'm just a little bit short to get in a full squad of teardrops, which is why you should try to get, you know, elite survivors that have different personalities each, just so it makes it easier. There's this girl right here, person curious, those have a surplus, I've noticed in the game. Almost every survivor I get, every other survivor is a curious. Another one that comes out often a lot is this one right here. No. Curious and pragmatic are probably the 2 most common type of survivors I've seen. Everything else is kind of, you know, randomized. These guys, you get them a lot more often out of llamas, out of doing the legendary survivor missions. Most of the time they're either pragmatic or curious. Like 50% of the time they're either pragmatic or curious, and then the other 50% of the time they're random between the other personalities, which makes it really hard to fill up in a personality where, you know, you don't have enough heroes. Alrighty, so that's enough for this. Let's go see the showcase in Battle Royale. I have not really worked on an island. Several reasons. One, working on an island takes a long time. It's something I don't really like doing. Especially because for some reason people can join your island and they can edit stuff, and that gets me a little confused because, like, how can people edit stuff if they don't have permission? It's kind of weird. Try to do something and people are coming in all the time and changing stuff. I don't know if Epic meant it to be like that, or it's bug that's going on. But anyways, my battle account here, it's at tier 70, which is not bad. It's coming along. As far as challenges go, I have 43 weekly challenges done. I need to go collect my star for that. Screen number 5. Anyway, so XP wise, I'm at 117 for the season. So I'm kind of almost halfway there. As far as challenges go, I got week 6. I found 2 chili gnomes. I gotta find some more. The ice puck, that one's a little weird. I keep trying to throw my puck, but it doesn't really travel after a certain distance, so I don't know if there's a trick to it. I'm gonna keep trying now while I'm playing in between challenges of getting killed and not getting killed. And I'll see if I can figure that one out. If I don't, then I still need a couple more. I haven't really played this week. I did play last night to do my dailies. I had 3 dailies already, and I had to get them out of the way. As far as Dire goes, I'm at 149. I'm so glad Epic fixed that. That way I don't have to rush and finish in one season. As far as skins go, let's see. I got Aim. I got Calamity. And I think she has, yep, her full outfit. She looks pretty cool, actually. In purple. Oh, yeah. But anyways. I did not get a full carbide. I believe I'm missing... Oh, no, I did get a full carbide. Then it was Omega. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't unlock Omega fully. The little lights. Yeah. Let's see. Ragnarok is unlocked. All the way. Yep. Thanks to Epic doing the little thing. Dire is still a work in progress. Let's see, that guy. That girl is cool. She's one of my favorites, along with Ravage. Rift. He got fully unlocked. Let's see, what else? She's been like my main person this season so far. I recently just started doing random. Let's see. Don't really play with that guy. Only play briefly with her. Play with her quite a bit just because she has a dragon. When I want to do a match with the dragon. The Visitor. John Wick 3 is coming out in May, I believe, 2019. Pretty psyched about it. I've seen the trailers on YouTube. It's pretty cool. Let's see what else. I got that one. And then when gifting came around and he was in the store, I gifted from my second account the glider. So I got the glider and him. I didn't have enough V-Bucks on this account. Let's see, pretty cool. And that guy's pretty cool too. Reminds you of Resident Evil for some reason. A little emblem he has on his vest. I know it's not the umbrella logo, but just kind of the little official logo, having it on the chest. Looking at it from the corner of your eyes, it reminds you of that. Let's see. Oh, this guy. Oh, I hadn't even noticed that. Is that the only difference? His eyes? Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Backpacks. Oh my god. If you guys don't have Gingy, or if you do have them, you should try jumping off cliffs with the gliders. This guy's hilarious every time you jump. Just hear him out. He makes the funniest of screams. Same as this guy. This guy also yells whenever you jump. You can watch him next time you're jumping. This guy's actually pretty cool. When you're a brand party, I haven't even been logged into this game for 365 and I have a 1 year. That one's pretty cool actually. It reacts to the light. Calculator. Okay, let's see. Do we care about pickaxes? Not really. I mean, nothing special on here. Just main one.